I recently renovated my home office, and the transformation was incredibly satisfying. This is what it looked like before, and to be honest, I'm almost embarrassed to show you this footage. No matter how often I tidied up the room, it always looked like a mess. I've had this desk since college, and it's moved back and forth between 4 homes. Every time I moved it, I left pieces of it behind, and it gradually got flimsier and flimsier. These 3D printers were also on a temporary table, and it just looked gross. I used this table as my workbench too, and there's hardly any usable space on it. The room itself had this weird purple color that was painted on by the previous homeowners. I wasn't a huge fan of it. Also, since this room was originally a bedroom, it had a closet that I wasn't making good use of. Whenever I renovate a part of my home, I like to set goals on what I want to accomplish. My first priority was adding plenty of table space and shelf space for projects. I also wanted to convert the closet into a cove for my 3D printers. I needed to replace the flimsy desk, and I had to get rid of that awful purple color that was on the walls. After packing up everything that was in the room, my first order of business was to paint the walls. My wife is a much better painter than me, so she did most of the work. Since blue is my favorite color, we went with a dark navy blue with white trim. Now that the room was a blank slate, I started to assemble some furniture. What you don't see in this video is the 2 trips we made to IKEA. I love IKEA so much, they should sponsor my next renovation. To give myself more space to work on projects, Alyssa found out that IKEA has these modular desks you can configure. It's basically a flat board that you can either attach legs to or a cabinet. We got 2 of these desks and 2 cabinets, and in the video, you can see that I attached them both to one table, but off camera I changed my mind and I put only 1 cabinet on each desk. I also got a desk just for my computer. You guessed it, it was also from IKEA. The cool thing about this desk is that it's very sturdy, it has a lot of space on it, and it has a net underneath to hide cables, so it should end up looking very clean and organized. Here's what the room looks like so far with the 3 desks that I assembled. I also took the doors off the closet so I could put the 3D printers in there. I couldn't find any off-the-shelf tables that fit in the closet, so made my own custom one with Home Depot wood. After staining it a dark color to match the rest of the furniture in the room, I 3D printed some brackets to attach legs to it. You can see here that this little table tucks neatly into what used to be the closet. It's very convenient because I'll be able to keep my 2 main 3D printers out of the way. You can also see in the background that I started to attach some pegboards and shelves to the walls. I don't have any footage of me installing shelves, but you'll see them in the final product. The last but most important part was recycling all the packaging that the furniture came in. It was a very tedious process because there was so much of it, but I was able to get it done. And after moving all my stuff back into the room, this is what it looks like. Not only does it look so much better than before, but it's a lot more functional. Let's take a closer look. Because I have a lot more counter space, the computer desk is a lot less crowded. I also have some binoculars near my window so I can spy on my chickens in their chicken coop. This is the creative side of my room. I keep my calligraphy tools and the electric typewriter here. I also laser cut a flexible palm rest to make typing more comfortable on it. This back wall is where I work on my engineering related projects. You can see that I have 2 pegboards on the wall, but they're pretty empty. That's because I ironically still keep most of my tools in a toolbox. Here you can see where my closet used to be. I put my Cheedy Q1 Pro and Prusa printers in here. I need a better solution for storing my filaments because they keep drying out, but I'll cross that bridge when I get there. Now I work a full-time job, so I haven't had the chance to show you some of the new projects that I've been working on, but maybe I'll film and upload some videos about them in the future. Subscribe so you don't miss them. Interestingly enough, I thought that renovating this room would motivate me to build bigger and better projects, but it hasn't really been the case. While this room is enjoyable to be in because it's organized and aesthetic, the quality of my work has remained the same. I guess the moral of the story is that if you want to grow as an engineer, what you really need to work on is yourself. You can have the shiniest tools and the most elegant workspace, but your drive, discipline, and willingness to learn is what makes you special. Thanks for watching, and if you've made it this far, check out some of my other videos as well.